Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. And today I wanted to show you my setup. So this is my laptop and this is probably the stand that I am currently using to shoot my videos. Yeah, this thing right here. Obviously we are going to upgrade it very soon. Okay, so keep watching. And I am back. Thus, I chose fear as a topic today that we are going to discuss. Let's start the video. Fear used to stop me every single time that I ever wanted to do something that is unfamiliar. You understand what I'm trying to say? It was not because I was weak, but later I realized that it was because I didn't quite frankly understand what fear actually was. And if fear is holding you back, then this is the video you must watch now. How fear actually feels like. Let's talk about the situations in real life that we face fear face to face. How it shows up, it's like I have something in my mind and I know I have to do it, and I just keep overthinking that I am gonna do this like this, but I actually never do. Why? Because in that particular task that I want to do, there's a percentage of fear involved in it. Then next comes one of the biggest excuse of the history, which is waiting for the right time, which absolutely never comes. Okay, if you are the person who wait for the right time, please listen. There is nothing that exists like the right time. Everything you have to make sure that you are going through the process, following the journey, following the path, and going through the events that will teach you to become the right thing and the right person that is favorable to achieve what you wanted to achieve. It's not like the right time comes like this. No, never happens. Everything is a step by step process. You have to go through the process and it's unavoidable. Next thing is watching other people move while you feel you are stuck. This goes to comparison, but we will make a completely different video on that topic. So we'll keep the topic on fear right now. Then telling yourself, I'll do once I feel more confident. You are never going to feel confident until and unless you have actually had the courage to go and just try and fail for the first time. You need to have the courage to do things in the first place. Thus the line goes, fear doesn't feel dramatic. It feels like hesitation, like you had to do something but you hesitated and you didn't actually did it. For example, uh, let's talk about how I started my own channel. For I have like shared this story before, like the first video, if I'm right. And anyways, I'll share it again. For a very long time, I wanted to start making videos, but it was like a, for me personally, it was like a big fantasy that I had created in my mind. And it would go like this. I would be this, I would become this, I would speak this word like this, and a sentence would go like this, and all those things that never came actually into the place. So I just grabbed my phone and decided to shoot a video. That's how I uploaded and started my first video. This is the short story. What I wanted to do and what fear told me that not you should not do it like that. But in the end, I always did what I wanted to do. The key is I didn't call it fear back then. I called it being careful. That is the main reason why most of the things get delayed and to the point it gets stopped. You just keep fantasizing about it. And what I realized was fear was not protecting me. It was keeping things familiar. Like the constraints that I had in my daily life, that I wanted to go through the thing, but I knew that a percentage of fear is involved would always show up, and it would always make that feeling clear, that uncertainty clear, that if you do this you're going to fail, and you're going to fail, like this is the end feeling, which never happened. And more importantly, it showed up when I actually grew and actually had some progress in my life, when I started developing drastically my self. So the fear showed up every time I always wanted to do something that actually mattered to me with my aligned goals. Why? Next is why waiting makes fear worse. So the more I wait, what happens is the bigger the fear becomes. So the more you keep thinking that you have to do something and you don't do it, it becomes a bigger picture day by day, yeah, hour by hour. It becomes a bigger picture in your mind, to the point that your mind convinces you that you are so certain that you will fail and you will never be able to do things. That's why you should quickly execute things as soon as it comes in your mind. Waiting didn't made me brave. You should uh, write this down somewhere. Waiting didn't made me brave. It made me more scared. Next, what actually helped me was doing, first of all, the biggest thing is the mindset you have that always brings you to everything and always reflects and dictates how you do things. So first thing is to have the perfect, no, I won't call it perfect, to have a good mindset towards things. It's like doing small things while you are scared, and not trying to feel and do things when you are always ready, when you like actually feel ready to do it. You will never feel ready to do things until and unless you try. Then focusing on showing up and like doing it consistently and failing instead of actually winning. You have to stop trying to overprotect yourself in being confident. You have to be like, okay, I'm gonna do this, then whatever it comes, either makes me or breaks me, or whatever happens, it always works in my favor. You have to be that kind of person. I just did this next small thing that would not go to 100% of that outcome that I wanted to see, but it would show that 10% of that outcome that would eventually, if I consistently did it, would make 10, 10, 10, would make it to 100% effort. That's how you go through things. Fear didn't go away, except I just stopped listening to it too much. Fear never goes away, and it will never go away. Stop listening to it too much. Thus, my message to you will always be, if you are scared, doesn't mean you don't want to do things, or you have just given up on them. It never means that you are bad at actually doing it. It means that the point that you are standing at, actually care what you want to do, but you're scared of other people's judgment. That's why you are not going forward to it and actually doing it. So for you, simple action will always help you go forward. Like, what is, you have to go and ask yourself, what is the one thing that I have been consistently putting off, or just ignoring it because I feel like there's just some certainty of fear involved in it. So what you do is you just can take a simple action towards the things that you fear doing it. The point is, uh, fear never fully leaves. It never leaves. It is like always there to scare you from doing things. But what actually happens is it gets slowly, it gets quieter, and feels like when you have done a lot of things, it feels like the fear becomes very silent thing that stops you to do things. And most importantly, the action you take is always going to change the fear regarding the aspect of the thing that you wanted to achieve. So, you don't beat fear by waiting, you beat it by moving anyway and creating momentum, getting it done anyways. So, this was the video, and the information that I wanted to share with you all. I hope you get something valuable out of this. Thanks for watching and subscribe.